got the Glock you wanted. 150. Got the cash?
Yeah, you got it? Well, I don't have the money right now. I'm sorry. I can get it to you after school though. So, if you want to wait for me, I can get it to you.
Oh, you don't? All right. Give it to me later then, and we'll meet up again.
Yo, he has a gun.
Hey, stop! Stop right there.
I received a tip that you had a gun. Hey, if you have it, take it out right now, and nothing will happen. Hey, just put the gun down, slowly. Put it down. There you go. Now back off. Farther.
Order the court. Alright, hello everybody. Thank you for coming to the district court. Today we are here to review a case between Lopez and his violation of the Gun-Free School Zone Act.
Now this young man right here has brought a gun to school, which could hinder our economic activity. And as the Commerce Clause allows the government to regulate commerce, bringing a gun to school could affect the school safety and criminal activity. Thus, they feel unsafe in their environment and impacting our economy.
Alright, thank you for your argument. Now it's the defendant of the case.
Stupid Mexicans.
Alright, we would like to begin our argument by stating that we believe that the Gun-Free School Zone Act is unconstitutional. It is beyond the power of Congress to legislate control over public schools. Now, Mr. Lopez did not cause any harm or put anyone in threat. Instead, his rights were violated when he was approached and charged with breaking unconstitutional laws. Now that we have heard both arguments from the defendant and the plaintiff, my jury will be coming to a conclusion to this case.
Welcome everybody. Have a seat. So thank you for your patience, and the jury has finally come up with their decision. We have concluded that constitutional exercise of Congress well-defined power to regulate activities in and affecting commerce and the business of elementary, middle, and high school affecting interstate commerce. We have ruled in favor of the plaintiff, and Lopez is guilty for violating the Gun-Free School Zone Act. Thank you.
Hello everybody, today we're here at the Court of Appeals, and we have Lopez right here. Hello Lopez, what are you here for?
Well, you see, I was charged with possession of a gun, which I do not deny, but this federal law is just unconstitutional.
Why is that, Mr. Lopez?
Schools are run by the state government, therefore, it is out of the federal government's jurisdiction to charge me under a federal law.
Alright, you bring up a really good point, Mr. Lopez.
But Your Honor, Congress has the powers under the Commerce Clause to regulate trade between states and with other countries. That is it.
After much thought, this should go to the Supreme Court. Hallelujah.
Inside of Supreme Court.
Welcome to the Supreme Court, guys. So the question here is, does the 1990 Gun-Free School Zone Act forbidding individuals from knowingly carrying a gun in a school zone violate the Constitution because it exceeds the power of Congress to legislate under the Commerce Clause? So raise your hand if it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 people.
The possession of a gun in a local school zone is in no sense an economic activity that might, through repetition elsewhere, substantially affect any sort of interstate commerce. The respondent was a local student at a local school. There is no indication that he had recently moved into interstate commerce, and there is no requirement that his possession of the firearm have any concrete tie to interstate commerce. To uphold the government's contentions here, we would have to pile inference upon inference in a manner that would bid fair to convert congressional authority under the Commerce Clause to a general police power of sort retained by the states.
Well said. Alright, so basically, although Congress was given the right to regulate interstate commerce, possession of a gun in a school zone was not an economic activity, but it's a crime act that should be handled at the local and state level, not by the federal government. Case closed.
Thank you.